This is Christopher's. This is Chrissy. Oh,
There is no Jeff.
There is no
No,
Jeff.
No.
And I am mental.
And we are Everyone Racers. Welcome to another small block episode. 3.5 decades after GM's initial effort that no one remembers back in the 20s, the small block that everyone thinks about from Chevy was actually born, developed as a replacement for the Stoveboat 6-cylinder. The 265 cubic inch 4.3-liter turbo fire engine arrived in 1955 as an option for the Bel Air and Corvette. So if you're not driving your Tri-5 Chevy, get out your bingo card.
Woo.
Why not? Yeah.
You never know if you win.
And you get nothing. But a hearty handshake and attaboy and maybe some swag when we see you. Or maybe we'll mail you something. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's time for what you're working on. Mental. What are you working on?
Just got back from California. We had a 4-day weekend because government stuff. So Thursday went out to LA for Luft cult, which that's showing up in everybody's things. Jeff was talking about how excited he was in TikTok. He ignored apparently the 100 photos I put up on our Instagram stories. And while we're out there, it was just a whole lot of other Porsche air cooled culture type stuff. So we got to go on the professor run from the episode of Porsche Road Trip where they talk about that. Just a really good time with a bunch of really laid back gearhead folks. Rami from the Rami Show, Dwayne Wick from Wick's Garage, and the Dirt or Die podcast. So yeah, just having a good time. How about
so it's a old Porsche thing. I had no idea what it was because even in German that doesn't make sense. So okay, old Porsche thing. Got it. In LA, there must have been a lot of them. Dang.
It's curated by Patrick Long, and they do it at the Long Beach Pier, or they'll do it at different locations. And rather than just have everyone lined up like a firing line, they deliberately place cars in unusual places, and they actively curate and seek out interesting and different cars, and not everyone gets in. And in fact, we will link to the Dirt Die podcast where Dwayne's car got it's no one else's did, and they were all talking about being Luft rejected. And so it's an interesting.
What do you do? Is there like a parking lot for rejects?
Well, there's a Porsche only parking lot, which is hilarious because I watched them turn away a gorgeous BMW 2002. And, but that's, and then John Polnick made t-shirts that said Luft rejected. And they said, funny, we understand it's not a cash grab. Please don't do that again.
Wow, this sounds like they have no sense of humor.
And it also sounds, it's stressful to me.
Yeah.
I don't like going and somebody judging me at the door and then be like, yeah, you're not good enough.
Oh no, it's done way beforehand. You get judged way before the show starts because they tell you where to park. I don't know. There was some one of the 959s was there. There was a 934/5. There was the as you walked in, the Singer 930 that they just made right next to the carbon fiber.
But it's like
911 is
only
just to work
coolest of the coolest cars.
Yeah,
no,
they seem like they're very serious.
Most interesting of cars. There was a 912 there that they drove from New Jersey, and they beat the crap out of it on the professor run, so much so that it was smoking. And then it looked like, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It has to be interesting, not the best. So people thought they had decorated the roof with Coors cans, and it turns out, no, those were empties because they'd started drinking right after they parked the car. That's just where they were putting their cans. So there was some really, there was some art displays and microbreweries and good coffee. And it was an interesting show. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially if you're even remotely interested in Porsches. Lots of 356s, 914s, that sort of thing.
We need to bring a trailer rejected shirts.
There you go.
Brought a trailer, had to use it to take my crap home.
Or didn't bring it anywhere because they wouldn't let me. So there's that.
So Chrissy, what are you working
on? So I have been working on the trim on the front of the house. Chris will tell about what the part that he's been doing. But we are changing the whole front of the house, and it used to be blue in various shades of blue because we painted blue a long time ago, and some of it's rotted, some of it's broken, some of it just hasn't painted in a while. So I'm making it from blue to white. So it was a couple colors, a couple coats and prep and all that good stuff.
That's a bold move because the white shows the dirt.
Chris will tell you why we chose white. So I have also been working. I've been doing an audit at work. I'm at my job and people are demanding me to work at my job, but I also have to be in a conference room to handle an audit. So it's been really a rough couple days. But I'm here with you guys and that's great. So Chris, tell us the other half of what the house stuff is going on.
I did the trim, which is if anyone's ever been to our house, it's the second story of the front side of the house is like a Tudor, faux Tudor style, whatever. I wouldn't have picked it, but it was the way the house is, with trim over stucco. And the trim, I don't know how long it's been there, but it was starting to rot and warp and it looked bad. So we said, I'm not painting this stuff again. Wood is terrible for the outside. So we're going to use AZEK PVC trim boards. So we did. Thing with those is you can't paint them any dark color because they expand and contract because they're PVC and then they bow and flex and do weird things. So we said, all right, well, we need to keep it a light color. We looked at potential little light colors that we said, nah, let's just leave it white. So we left it white. And that way also it's the lowest possible maintenance because there's no paint and it'll just pressure wash super clean and it's easy. So this is the time white is actually low maintenance.
I love pressure washing too.
Yeah. Clean up the garage after rally and stuff. And we did a scrap metal run. That's always fun to bring all the scrap. And we always play
Over
can
under.
you guess how much scrap we're gonna get today? How much we're gonna get? Because you never know. Chrissy lost Price is Right rules by 10 cents. She was 10 cents over by Price is Right rules. So
Chris
she lost.
picks 15. I pick 19 because I always feel adventurous and it was 18.90.
That is legitimately impressive to be within 10 cents on a scrap.
Well, I
metal.
lost. So there's
Went over
that.
though.
And then Chris even
Yeah.
tried and he was like, well, we didn't say Price is Right rules. And I said, that's assumed. So that's okay. No problem.
True.
Didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
I still got 18.90 for crap. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Great. Dave and Bobbin, what are you guys working on?
I'll let Bobbin start. Go ahead.
The kitten.
Kitten. Fantastic.
We trapped the kitten behind Dave's house right when we got back.
Yeah.
And he has a cold. He's very sneezy. So I said, it's time. He has to come in. And so we got him, but he's at my house because there's nowhere for Dave to quarantine him. So yeah. So that's been fun and cute. And
That's
his
great.
name is up still.
Yeah, we're still fighting over the name.
It's
What
a
are the
thing.
leading contenders?
It always happens.
There's a lot of
Yes.
fun.
What are the contenders? We'll put it to the listeners that probably know both of you. Anyway.
So Cheeto, he's orange. And it goes with the color. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
That's my favorite. I like Milo too. Max is cute. He's so cute.
Lager. Blood flap.
No, what did Tim wanted? I don't
No,
even know.
Tim said Motul,
Motul. I like it.
So,
right?
oh my gosh.
Wow.
Anyway,
Every one
Lando.
of those names are really good. All of those names. Lando. Yeah. 'Cause-
Lando.
And we'll talk. Well, actually, we put it in since it can't be Ricardo anymore.
No.
Nobody picks that
so
anyway.
I think I should have naming rights though, because I'm the one, because I've taken him to the vet twice. He got diarrhea from the medication.
Oh,
and I had to clean all that up.
yeah.
And he peed on Julia's bed, so I had to clean that up. And so I should totally have naming rights.
How old?
He's about 13 weeks old.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
13.
I'm getting him back.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah.
Facebook.
The cutest.
Well, Dave, remember as you're deciding this, that as we discussed during the rally, Bobbin is always correct.
Always
You are
correct.
occasionally correct. So
Yeah.
But
you know.
even when you're occasionally correct, I'm still right.
Right.
yes. Yeah, we determined that was agreed upon. Good. Excellent.
Oh, wow.
So
Sounds
I've been starting race prep for New Hampshire.
Good idea.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
thing.
getting ready for the rally kind of put all that stuff off of it because I
Absolutely.
had to do quite a bit of work on the rally car. There was just things that could have just sent it, but I didn't feel like fixing on the side of the road.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially because
Don't know anything
some
about
others
that.
you might know.
I
Right?
mean,
Yeah,
but
don't
you're
know what
already
you're
on the
talking
side of
about.
the road, so you just could have done that, but that's fine.
No,
I
they
mean-
ate chips.
Yeah.
I requested the chips actually.
I was like,
Yep.
well, we have apples. Chrissy goes, no, no, no.
Has to be chips.
Apples. No, it's gonna be chips.
Well, what is the Cressida need before New Hampshire? Curious.
Not much. Routine maintenance breaks because now we finally got ST43s in. I'm going to change the starter because it was acting up at Thompson, and just routine maintenance. Fluids and
Oh, that's
stuff.
nice.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's great. Ready?
Excellent. Ready?